Today, I put every single wide receiver in the NFL on one team. No, literally, like there was over 300 wide receivers in the league when I started, and now there's 6, and they're all on my team. Every team has 0 wide receivers. Free agency has no wide receivers. I might have gone a bit overboard, but if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it right. Real quick before we check out the roster, I wanna thank the 1% of people who are subscribed who watch these videos. Honestly, it's like super fun to engage with you guys like in the comments of the videos. They take a long time to make. Like this roster, for example, took me about 4 hours to make because there were so many players, and I edit all my own videos as well. So I do really appreciate everyone who subscribes and engages with the content. I'm honestly having a ton of fun making these videos, and I have a young nephew who is a huge football fan and loves Madden. Actually, why don't we FaceTime him and show him the roster and see what he thinks? Actually, better idea. I'll show the video first and then we'll get his reaction at the end. But now back on the Vikings, we're gonna start at running back. We have 2 99 overalls. There's a lot of guys who play wide receiver who are actually better at running back. Like for example, Garrett Wilson's an 84 wide receiver, and at running back, he's a 92. Honestly, it's the same thing for Jamar Chase. He's a 94 wide receiver, but at running back, he's a 99. But I think because the strength of this team is gonna be offense, I wanna have every possible best option at the position that I can. So we are gonna go with Tyreek Hill and Jamar Chase, and then DJ Moore is here as well at a 94. So originally he was on defense as a backup, but honestly, he's here because of this comment. They're a Bears fan and they've commented on a bunch of videos, so they asked for DJ Moore on the team. So because you asked, you got it. At fullback, we have Keenan Allen, who is an 89. I mean, I tried a bunch of different guys here. I think Jarvis Landry was like an 80. Mike Evans was like an 85, but Keenan Allen honestly is our best option at an 89. At wide receiver, I mean, this is the group. Justin Jefferson, 99. Devontae Adams, 98. Stephon Diggs, 96. Nuke is a 93. I mean, it is a team of wide receivers, so obviously like this group should be the best, but honestly, I think they're gonna carry the team. At tight end, we have Cooper Kupp, who is also a 99. At wide receiver, he's a 96, but he's another one of those guys that when you take him out of their position, they actually become better. Mike Evans is a 92, and Chris Godwin's the 3rd string at 89. There's a ton of guys that I can put at tight end who end up being like the low 90s, but because I'm playing like the full team game here, I have to make sure I have every position as strong as possible. So this is the tight end group. So when we did the team of quarterbacks, the line was like the weakest part of the team. I think they were all like 12 overall. The line here is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really know Jacob Harris before this video. He's a 45. Then we have Noah Brown. AJ Brown's a 38 center, which is honestly pretty good. So Jacoby Myers, I actually had at quarterback originally. We'll get to that at the end because I think that is actually like a pretty interesting part to this team, but he wasn't our best overall option. So he ended up on the line and he's a 29. At right tackle, Cortland Sutton is a 36. So I mean, the line is bad. Don't get me wrong. Objectively speaking, in comparison to the quarterback video we did, I'll take this line for what it is. So moving on to the defense now, I think this obviously is going to be the weaker parts of the team, but there are still some really good players here. So Laviska Shenault, 45 overall left end. For our team, this is really good. At right end, we have Michael Pittman, who's also a 41 overall. I mean, we have like guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown here. The idea here is just to have kind of like speed on the edge that maybe in a backup role, if he gets on the field, he can actually be pretty good. Our defense is going to be weak overall, so we're just trying to find the best guys at each position. Defensive tackle. I mean, I know Mike Williams and I know Brian Edwards. I never heard of Dan before, but he's a 39, so we got to keep him there. At the linebackers now, we have Debo and Scary Terry. In experimenting with this team, Debo was actually one of the highest overall linebackers, so we got him on the left side. At middle linebacker, we have Chase Claypool, who was also really good. DK Metcalf, 27 overall. Jalen Waddle, again, another guy for speed. I don't know if any of these guys can tackle, but speed on defense is going to be really important. Then on the right side, we have Russell Gage and Julio Jones. At cornerback, though, this is a pretty solid group. Jamal Agnew's a 71. Jay Ward's a 70. Ayuk's a 67. Mecole's a 60. Christian Kirk's 44. And Calvin Ridley's 42. When I build these rosters, I basically have to look at like the individual attributes of all these players, just because like whatever they were originally doesn't matter. If you're like an average wide receiver like Jay Ward, but you have, you know, 68 man coverage and 67 zone coverage, you can be a starting cornerback on this team. I think it's really the front half of the defense that's gonna like cause us some problems this year, but the secondary is actually looking pretty strong. And at kicker, we have Odell Beckham. I was honestly really surprised when I looked at this. He has an 85 kick power and a 53 kick accuracy. I think we might actually be able to make a kick this year, which is an insane concept, to be honest. And lastly, at quarterback, we have Brad Braxton Burmeister. This is another guy I had never heard of before this video, but he is a 52 overall. Like for the wide receiver position, he had all of the highest ratings at the key quarterback stats. I don't know if he's going to be any good, but I actually think he's our best option. I think we stand a much better chance to win than the quarterbacks video we did. Like, I'm actually very excited to play with this team. Vincent, what's up? You want to see the roster I'm making for a video? I put every wide receiver on one team.
So I think the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl because, yeah, I think you guys have a good chance. The roster looks pretty good.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to jump into week 1 here. I really want to play with this roster to see if they can actually be any good. The goal for this video is to win a Super Bowl. And I think the best way to do that is by actually playing, hopefully get a win. Then I'll go try to win as many games as possible and actually make the playoffs, and then we'll play more from there. So we're starting out on defense here. I don't even know who I want to control here just because like, normally I would play the line. Ooh, and a drop. I don't even know who that receiver is. I mean, I think every team's wide receiver group is gonna be pretty weak. Like, I guess they're actually gonna play tight ends at the receiver position because that in Madden on the depth chart would be like the only eligible guys, and a throwaway too. Okay, so 3rd and 10. We are honestly playing a tiny bit better for this first drive than I thought we would. But can we get a stop on 3rd down? Can we get the sack? We get the sack. Sorry, I got way too excited there. Chase Claypool had a free blitz there and got the sack on Baker Mayfield, and it's 4th and 18. That reaction was a little cringe, but I was honestly just very shocked we got the sack there. But I'll take it if it means this team could be any good. But yeah, Braxton Burmeister. Leave a comment below if you know who this guy is. I had never heard of him beforehand. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little afraid to throw with him. I think we'll try to get Hill out of the backfield. I mean, maybe even put Devontae on like an out. I just don't really trust throwing. Did we get it? That was, oh, we got 2 feet in. Wow, I really didn't think he got 2 feet in there. Throwing short is gonna be our best option. I mean, I trust our wide receivers. Come on, he'll get outside. He does get outside. Can we juke? Ooh, Tyreek. That's gonna be a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, baby. Tyreek Hill is gonna be an MVP for this team. That was a sick juke by Tyreek. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this juke right here. 2 guys. We got 2 guys out of position on that. That was a sick cut by Tyreek. And we're up 7-0. For game 1, this is as good as possible. I'm thrilled right now. Oh, that's a huge sack. Laviska Shenault, a loss of 7 on the play. Can we get a pick? We get a pick. If he got 2 feet in there, that'd be a crazy interception. We also got a trophy, which is sick. Mecole Hardman had a crazy pick here. Working the sideline. Wow, and I think he did get 2 feet in. I thought this ball was gonna be like well out of bounds, but man, perfect 2 feet in there. I mean, we have terrible field position now, but can we get Jefferson on the outside for a huge gain there. What I was gonna say was, I think the cornerbacks of this team could also be a strength because those guys obviously can catch, so they could definitely help our defense out a lot. Honestly, it worked once. Let's try Jamar out of the backfield again. Yeah, he's wide open. This could actually be like a game-breaking play for us. I mean, until they stop it, I'm gonna just keep running it because Jamar has had a ton of space every time. Can we get it again? Oh, we caught it. I thought that was picked. We just need to get points out of this drive. Okay, so it's 3rd and 10 now. We have to score here. We have no timeouts. If we don't get the score, we're going to halftime for sure. I don't trust our blocking enough for play action. Devontae? Oh, what a play. 4 seconds left. I mean, there's no way we don't go for this. I do not think Odell can kick a field goal from here. I did like that play, though. I think I could get Diggs. Can we get it to him? Over? Diggs with a touchdown. I did not, that ball came out so slow, first off. Yeah, I mean, over the linebacker, too. That was like a perfect throw to Diggs. Oh, he's got tons of space up the middle. Come on, Hill. Oh, he got tripped up. He could have had the touchdown. And this is for that commenter whose name, DJ Moore, the touchdown. I mean, this is for that commenter who, I don't know their actual first name, but this one's for you. If you comment on the videos, I will do what you say in videos because literally I'm making these videos for you, not for me, as we get the 2-point conversion. And we're up by 17 now. We are playing excellent right now. And yeah, with a really strong offensive and honestly defensive performance, we win 26-10. Tyreek Hill, straight up MVP of this game. He had 198 yards and 2 touchdowns. And just to show it, we're on all Madden and simulation. And then slider-wise, the only thing I changed was I put the CPU skill for wide receivers down. This is something I learned doing the quarterback video because what I should have done was lower the QB slider for that video because the kickers were just way too good because it's obviously just a simulation of a video game. So So of course they're gonna be good, even though they're rated like a 12. But for this one, I wanted to be slightly more accurate. So I put the wide receiver stats down just to make it a little more realistic since we took away every wide receiver in the league. So we started off 1-0 and we went 11-6. But yeah, we're in the playoffs in the wild card round against the Cowboys. Stats wise though, we had 2,500 yards and 23 touchdowns with Braxton. I really did not trust him throwing the ball all year, so we did rely on the running game, which means we had 1,400 yards with Hill and 9 touchdowns. Jamar Chase got over 100 carries with 500 yards and 3 touchdowns. DJ Moore was great at the goal line with 7 rushing touchdowns. And receiving, yeah, as you'd expect, we did not have a 1,000-yard receiver. Justin Jefferson was our best with 9 touchdowns, but I did not trust throwing the ball at all this year. And defensively, our top sack leaders was Laviska Shenault and Chase Claypool with 1.5. We were literally last in the league defensively. And yeah, Jalen Hurts wins MVP, and Coach of the Year, we were 5th. Personally, I think with a team of wide receivers making the playoffs, that's such an accomplishment. We should have won, but Arthur Smith somehow got the Falcons to 15-1, so sure, you get it instead of us. But yeah, in the wild card round, we are playing the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are really good. Every team we play now is gonna be really good. Ooh, can we get him here? Can we get the sack? Huge sack and a fumble. Dak was just running for his life back there, but it's 3rd and 31 now. Can we get a stop on our first drive? The biggest challenge all season was momentum in games. When we fell behind early, it was really tough to stay in the game, but Tyreek Hill was the man all year, and DJ Moore in like the short yardage red zone. But the other main lesson I learned that we're definitely gonna put to use in the playoffs here. Ooh, come on, he'll get outside. That's an easy first down. The other main lesson I learned was just time of possession. That is like the biggest factor in winning these games. When we run the ball and control the clock, we stand the best chance to win because we're just honestly playing defense less. But the good thing too is that we cannot kick the ball at all. Well, maybe not so good, but whatever. We go for it on 4th down basically every time. Oh, that's a bad. Ooh, we caught it with Cup. Come on, Cup, get to the end zone, get to the end zone. Dive, we get it. Opening drive touchdown. The way momentum is a factor in this game is sometimes really hard to play against. Getting that opening drive touchdown is huge for us. Ooh, this is press coverage on the outside. So I'm putting Adams and Jefferson on the, oh, we got Jefferson. Wide open. That pass was still so inaccurate. You got it, Justin. Touchdown, baby. Honestly, that's a trick for anyone who plays Madden. If you see press coverage on the outside and a single high safety, one of your receivers is going to beat their man, and you should be able to get a nice deep pass on that. I mean, he was free there. That's the easiest touchdown I think we had all year. 3rd and 4 from the 11 with 2 minutes to go. We need a first down here to keep this drive going. 4th and inches. Okay, we're going for like the safest play ever here with the QB sneak. And yeah, we pulled away for a bit. The Cowboys had a late comeback and we end up winning by 3. So we are moving on to the next round and keeping this Super Bowl dream alive. And in the divisional round, we are up against the San Francisco 49ers. So as always, we are just going to run the ball with Tyreek Hill and try to get the early momentum in the game just to give us any chance to win. Literally, I think our split, wow, they really got in the backfield fast there. What I was gonna say was our split between running and passing is usually like 80-20, just because I do not trust this guy throwing the ball, but in the short game, so yeah, the goal here, oh, big hole by Hill, perfect. That's exactly what we needed. I was gonna say, yeah, that's the goal, just like always. We need to feed Tyreek Hill the ball and score on that opening possession. And yeah, this wasn't close or that interesting to watch. We won 29-10. I literally just ran the ball the whole game. Tyreek Hill literally had 261 yards and 4 touchdowns. Braxton had 3 completions on 4 attempts for 88 yards. I was not gonna chance it at all. And in the conference championship, we are up against the 16-1 Atlanta Falcons. I don't understand how they're this good, but this is gonna be a pretty big challenge for us today. Now, on our first drive here, I definitely wanna try to score, obviously. Ooh, Cup should be open on this. Yeah, it was a great complete. Oh, and oh no. Thought we were off to a good start there, but that's not what we want. Wait, will we get the ball back? Oh, we get the ball back. Okay, well, that was a crazy 5 seconds there. What I want to do differently in this game is I actually do want to sim a little bit and watch the computer play as us. Just because I think that like we could keep just handing the ball up with Hill, getting like 10 yards every play, just because he's that fast. There's no real like challenge. There's no adversity in that. Ooh, this should be a touchdown. Can we make a miss? That was a huge juke by Hill there. That was a great move. I mean, that's exactly what we want, but also kind of the point of why we're gonna do this in the sim, just because like I could do that all game and we could win the Super Bowl easily. But I think it's a much bigger like test of what this team is to see if they could do it kind of on their own. All right, so I gave them an 8-0 lead and they already let up 6. and 12. Okay, so we're down by a lot. Should have probably jumped in a little bit earlier once the score started getting out of hand, but there's still a chance. I think we can get Hill here. Oh, that was great coverage. So 4th down now. We're gonna just have to run the slant. Oh, that was a terrible pass by me. Yeah, we turn it over on downs. I rushed that pass. I just don't trust him throwing deep at all. So it's 4th and 10 here. I mean, this is really their last chance if they don't get this. But yeah, he's gonna chuck it deep. I mean, that's an ugly pass. He has him wide open. He has Hill for the touchdown on 4th and 10 in the NFC Championship. That is huge. Now, can they get the onside kick? I mean, this is very unlikely. Yeah, no, there's not a chance. And yeah, we will lose to the Falcons 33-14. Yeah, the Falcons end up winning the Super Bowl. So, I mean, at least we lost to the team that won the Super Bowl, so there's something in that. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I got a bunch of comments on the Team of Quarterbacks video asking to make this a series, which I'm happy to do. Making these teams and getting to play with them is super fun, so I'm happy to do more of them. Let me know in the comments which position you want me to do next. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Be good people.